Hello, gentlemen. Uh, I thought this would be a good time to jump on and tell you a little bit about what Daniel and I have been considering and thinking about. We've been getting a lot of questions coming in from new dads that have been joining the group and challenges that have been presenting themselves for them. And what we've found is that a lot of these challenges have come up for us as well. So we thought we'd use this as an opportunity to, I suppose, present the way we've tackled what has come up for us and what strategies we've developed to be able to either overcome them or become friendly with the challenges themselves. So Daniel intends to be here with me moving forward, but he has some stuff that he needs to do today. So I'm going to tackle this one on my own, even though we sat together and actually went through a little bit of a plan. So the first question that came up, and it's kind of repeated itself quite a bit, so we thought it would be poignant to address, was being able to find the space to give to your family, but also give to yourself. Like, how do I give in the little spare time that I have in between working um, to my partner and my children, and be able to, create some kind of unity in this household, but also give to myself so I can actually, become familiar with myself and have a little bit of introspective focus. And I suppose I'd come up with a couple of strategies for myself that I'd love to share with you and see what insights you guys can gain from that. So the first one is a really simple one. And it's just about like being able to double up on certain tasks. For example, if I'm cooking or cleaning or preparing lunches or whatever it might be, I'll use that time to have some headphones in and be able to give to my mind, listen to some tunes, something that gives me either evokes a constructive emotion or can actually feed my mind as well. So that's just like a little tactic that I use, which I'm sure many people do. The other thing is being able to wake up in the morning that little bit earlier to be able to just go on a mini holiday for yourself or go on a mini retreat. And we're busy dads. We find it very challenging. I know I find it challenging to be able to say, "Hey, love, I'm off for 48 hours to go on retreat on my own." That's going to be a difficult task. But what I've found to be a constructive and achievable process is waking up 10 to 15 minutes earlier every morning and feeling like the rest of the world and your family is asleep. And knowing that that time is sacred and for you, and that time is something that you can really feed yourself and develop a filter to be able to see the rest of the day. So I've been using a structure that has helped me a lot, and I just thought I'd share that with you. And that really is just being able to use breaking up that time. I use 15 minutes. It's 5 minutes. Three different sections, being able to use 5 minutes per section, really. So the first 5 minutes is to be able to move and get that energy moving throughout your body. I use a series of yoga moves and stretches just to be able to get a little bit of movement and momentum and space in between the body. And what I then do is move on to just a seated position where I'll do some contemplative breathing just to be able to get some oxygen through my system, but also just have a little bit of time to, I suppose, for lack of a better word, meditate and just use some mindfulness there. And it only needs to be 3 to 5 minutes for me just to get that centeredness to be able to then move on to the third chapter, which is just writing. I just get out I actually use some software, it's called Evernote, and I just jump on and I do a journal entry. And that's just anything from a stream of consciousness through to journaling about a chosen topic, whatever it might be. I also use gratefulness journaling as well, which just gives me that ability to be able to, once again, just create a filter in my mind to be able to have a more productive day. So those are the three takeaways and the structures that I use for that first thing in the morning. It's movement, then breathing, and then journaling. And if I knock those out, and it can seriously be 3 minutes each, 9 minutes waking up earlier, I just find that leaves a really positive imprint for the rest of my day. I hope that helped. And if you have any further insight into what helps you guys, please write it down in the comments below. And if you have any further questions about the structure of what I use, please write that down in the questions below. Any questions whatsoever, just write them down in the comments below, and we'd love to be able to address those in future Facebook Lives. I hope this helped, guys. Thank you very much, and enjoy your weekend.